I'm so special. I'm so special, so special, so special. That's why I'm them a pretty for girl and them a taste like special. But I'm so special. I'm so special, so special, so special. Tell them me no fear two-faced expression. Like you know, dirty mouth can't chase nor they tell the same thing. Jackass even at the swine for. In pharmacy too much that them blind for. One plate of food them sell out mankind for. Yes you have yearned so with the bag of bad mind. Besides that them don't work so them want me shine for. Biggie them what them a mix me in a for. Are the same thing. Rise him 9 for. Every dirty work Jah shall show them a sign for. Cause Jah make you special. And so special, so special, so special. That's why them a previous the girl and them a chase like petal. But Jah, I'm so special. I'm so special, so special, so special. That's why I'm
This is Game 7 of the 2025 NBA Finals, and we are indeed in overtime.
Yeah, it's no surprise for a series that has gone the full 7 to now end up in overtime to decide it. MP has been carrying his team. You have to think the team will once again look to MP, especially if it comes down to taking the final shot with time winding down.
You know, staying a lot of focus defensively is going to be applied to trying to slow down MP, and that's no easy task. What are you going to be looking for?
We got this, all right? We got this on defense, all right? Let's make sure we stay locked in. Nothing silly.
You got it. No silly mistakes. Let's go. Game 7. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yo, MP.
What's up, Coach?
You brought us this far. Now take us home.
Come on, Coach. I was born ready.
And we are underway again here. Greg, less than 3 minutes to go.
This is the moment you can only dream of. MP has a chance to get his team over the proverbial mountain in a Game 7 of the NBA Finals. And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass is coming.
Jokic with it. Williams with the rebound.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Outside ball. Williams has a screen for ball. Another shot. Now MP, and stolen by Gordon. Here he goes.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
We mentioned it early on, guys, but both teams appear to be gassed out there, running on pure adrenaline. What are you telling your guys right now, Greg, if you're the head coach?
Well, I thought you'd be asking Stan that question, Kevin. But hey, I'll take it. Look, as much as you want to make the hero play or increase your defensive pressure in these final minutes, I want my guys to stay the course and focus on what brought us here. Don't get ahead of the moment. Stay consistent. You don't want your players getting into their own heads, right? By this point in the postseason, both these teams have overcome a lot of adversity. You got to really trust your group and just keep everyone on the same page. And with MP growing up in Chicago and following the Jordan dynasty so closely, now just moments away from starting his own era with a win here.
And we saw early on that MP can defer too much, but in these playoffs, he's stepped up and has become the guy for this team in the clutch.
Here's Williams following the basket by Jokic. Shot clock at 6. Williams with it. Shoots the three. Good.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Now, here's Jokic. No good. And it might be slipping away.
Well, Kevin, if they want to get back in it, they're going to have to get a lot of stops and convert.
Ball against Murray. And he banks the layup in.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Williams with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around, just lucky he was off.
Now Ball. The 11-footer. Count it. Nice touch.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Here's Jokic. Following the basket by LaMelo Ball.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Gordon with it. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They've used up all their...
And they've done it! They are the NBA champions.
Yo, MP. Hey, what's up with you, man? You doing another one of those visualization exercises?
I was.
Let's go, Henderson.
Inspiration. No standing in line, man. Guess less sorted. I worked 7 days this week, man. Fake the accreditations. Paid outfits that I'll return later. Got yourself some new shoes. 50 hours overtime. Can't get no sleep. Fashion week. Dressed to the T's, man, you own this place. Spit that smile, do that dance. Monday we'll come down, but Wednesday we'll be back. Ha ha! Got yourself some new shoes. 50 hours over.
DJ.
TV. Oh, yeah, let's go.
MP. MP. Yo, MP. Hey, what's up with you, man? You doing another one of those visualization exercises?
I was.
All right, well, look, I've been calling you for a minute, okay? It's like you're on a different planet.
Listen, you got to fully immerse yourself in the experience that you're trying to manifest. If it doesn't feel real, then it doesn't work.
Okay, you're right. All right, so what are you manifesting this time?
I got that goal-setting meeting later on with Coach Tucker and Cliff.
Okay.
And I was visualizing how I want my rookie year to go.
Okay, cool. Well, judging by that goofy-looking grin you got on your face, it must have went pretty good, huh? Let me guess, Rookie of the Year.
Even better. A championship, bro.
Ooh, I was close, though. Okay, look, on that tip, when you get to the meeting, they're going to ask you, what kind of player do you want to be?
Mm-hmm.
All right? Have you visualized that yet?
As a matter of fact, I have.
Well, great. What do you see?
Come on, man. You see it.
You spent a lot of time thinking about this, didn't you?
Yeah, only my entire life. Now, did you want something, or were you just coming in here to try to interrupt my meditation, man?
Nah, man. I'm here on official business, all right? I know we boys and all, but I am your manager, okay?
Still can't believe I let you talk me into this one, man.
Hey, that's the power of persuasion, right? And it's one of the best skills you can have as a manager.
All right, Mr. Manager. Manage away. What's up, man?
All right, so I was coming here to remind you about that goal-setting meeting you got today, but you're all over that, though.
100%.
All right, look, don't be late, okay? Because Coach Tucker hates it when people are late.
It's at the arena, right?
Yeah, it's in Cliff's office.
All right, got you.
Okay, good. Now let's talk about pickup hoops.
Oh, nah, P. You're not about to tell me I can't hoop at the park, man. I could get hurt just walking down the street. I can't worry about that, man.
No, that's not my angle. As a matter of fact, I was going to tell you I found the guys in the city who run the best games, okay? Chris Manning and Shakedown. I dropped a pin for you so you can talk to them whenever.
Okay. Nice, man. Good looking out, bro.
Hey, no doubt.
Hey, anything else, or what's up?
Oh, yeah, walk with me.
What's this?
I've been thinking. This moment, start to your NBA career. I mean, we talked about this for as long as we've known each other, man.
Facts.
You put in a ridiculous amount of work to get here.
That's also true, man.
Yeah, so I just, wanted to give you something you could look at to remind yourself of how far you come and so you can appreciate the journey.
Yo, is this that club league ticket from when you was out there talking trash in the parking lot, bro?
Yo, it is. And when you found out I was moving to Plainview, you were big mad.
Oh, man. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, man. This is outstanding. This is hitting me, man.
It's just a small token. So what are you gonna do now? Head to the arena, get there nice and early for your meeting?
Don't want to leave Coach waiting.
He must love you.
That's not the impression I get.
Look, you'll be fine, all right? If he gives you any problems, you let me know, all right? I'll take care of him.
All right, man. Sounds good.
Coach Tucker showed me some photos of the gym you and your manager set up.
Yeah, I wanted to work on my game 24/7.
Something wrong with our training facility?
It doesn't have any candy in the vending machines. No, I just wanted to make sure I didn't have any excuses. You know how it is.
I do. And that work ethic of yours is something we all love about you.
Thank you.
You're going to fit our culture like a glove.
Well, I'm excited to be here. I feel like this is a perfect place to start my career.
Fantastic. Well, then why don't we talk about our goals for the season then? As a former player, I understand how important it is for an organization to clearly communicate its expectations, and I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page to start the season.
Let's do it.
When you make the playoffs, anything can happen. But from where we stand right now, we are looking to secure the 4th seed, get home court advantage for the first round, and then make it out of the first round.
Hold on. That's it?
No, I get it, MP. As a player, it is championship or bust. But as the general manager, it is my job to look at the organization with clear eyes. And from where I stand, we're still a few roster moves away from legitimate title contention.
Not if I take a leap, okay?
Nothing would make me happier. I just don't want you to think that the season is a failure if we don't win a championship. From my perspective, that wouldn't be true. It would be a failure if we didn't make it out of the first round. And then some changes would have to be made.
I see what you mean. That's fair.
Great. So let's talk about how you can contribute to the success of our team. Coach Tucker is going to go through some personal goals that you need to set for the first half of the season.
We've got some strong opinions on what you should focus on, but we'd like to get your input too.
Okay.
This is a collaboration.
That's great because I have been visualizing exactly how I want my career to be.
Visualizing?
Yeah.
Huh.
You know, like meditation and manifestation, that sort of thing?
Well, why don't you manifest some opinions on this list of potential goals for the first half of the season? Let me know if anything speaks to you.
You want me to just pick one?
There's a lot to work on at this level. Always. And you'll do a little bit of everything, but we find that giving our players a list of specific goals to work on for the first half of the season is the best way to drive development.
All right, I'm with it.
It also allows us to give you some milestones to track your progress. We'll even highlight on our schedule some key games to use as measuring sticks.
That's that communication that you were talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Pick a goal.
You know what speaks to me, Coach? I want to prove that I'm the top player in my draft class. That feels like the best combination of realistic and aggressive.
That's a tough goal. You've got some extremely gifted players in your class.
And I'm here to prove that I'm the best of them.
Well, it won't happen overnight, but that's what we'll work toward.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fantastic. Wish being a GM was always this easy. One more thing.
Yep.
We got Media Day coming up.
Oh, I love Media Day. It's always been fun for me as a fan, so this will be cool.
Our PR director, Donna Chase, she's going to walk you through everything. She's great. You're going to love her. Brian, anything you want to add?
Just keep working. Yeah, we'll talk more about your spot in the rotation as we get closer to the season opener.
All right. Appreciate your time. Look forward to building something special here.
So do we.
All right. Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too.
MP about to tear the roof off.
MP, I'm Donna. Nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you, Donna. My manager tells me you're one of the best PR people in pro sports.
Well, I'm not sure Mr. Wells has the requisite experience to make that call, but I'm glad he thinks highly of me. Shall we talk media day?
Yeah, let's do it.
Now, this is all pretty standard fare, and I know Mr. Wells signed you up for media training over the summer, so there shouldn't be anything you can't handle.
You can call him Patrick. We're not that formal with each other.
If that's your preference.
It is.
Wonderful. We've also secured you an interview with 2K Tip-Off magazine. If all goes well, you will be the cover athlete for their upcoming issue.
Wow, that sounds fun.
It is important to note that this interview will not be conducted by our in-house content team, which means anything you say can be published, especially if it's sensational or controversial in any way.
It's noted.
I'm gonna be upfront with you, MP. I'm a team employee, first and foremost. And it's my job to make sure this team is seen in the best light possible. You make the team look good, we'll be on great terms. You make the team look bad, and we will have a problem. But I have no reason to doubt your character. By all accounts, you're a responsible, smart, considerate young man. And it's because I respect you that I want to put my cards on the table.
Thank you.
Are we clear?
Crystal clear, Miss Chase.
Please, call me Donna. Now, whenever you're ready, you can take that elevator to the practice facility and start your interview.
Son, you look like an MPC. You need some new threads.
Time to talk rotation.
Great. I've been looking forward to this.
Every NBA player wants to start someday, and I'm sure you're no different.
I've never come off the bench a day in my life, Coach.
That's pretty much the case for every player in an NBA locker room, until they get to the league.
Right, of course.
There's no nice way to say this, so I'm gonna put it bluntly. You've got an established player in front of you. You want his spot, you're gonna have to take it from him.
Okay, that makes sense.
This team is a meritocracy. You get the minutes you earn. Nothing's given. It doesn't matter what your draft position is or how much you're getting paid. You get it done out there on the court, we'll put you in the starting lineup.
So just so I'm clear, how do you make that decision? Like, will you let me know when I've done enough to become a starter?
Yeah, we've got some milestones we want to see you hit. You hit them, we'll put you in the starting lineup.
This is all pretty straightforward.
Like Cliff said, communication is a big part of what we do here as a ball club.
I can see that, and it's much appreciated, Coach.
Good. Now get ready. It's almost game time.
All right. I'll see you later, Coach.
See you.
He about to tear the roof off. Good, MP.
telling you, Hunter. Best movie I've seen in the past 20 years, for sure. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So I have to check it out.
Definitely.
Hey, can I ask you one last question?
Of course, shoot.
So you grew up in Illinois, about a couple hours outside Chicago, right?
Right.
And I know you're too young to have watched Jordan's Bulls in the moment, but I was wondering, how has his legacy affected you as you developed into the player you are today?
MJ's legacy. Man, if you're a hooper from Illinois, that shadow that he casts, you know, it follows you everywhere.
So bad, yeah.
Yeah, people, you know, they still talking about looking for the next MJ, like LeBron never happened.
Still, being from Chicago, that's a pretty heavy burden trying to live up to that.
It is, and it isn't, you know. I don't put pressure on myself for results. I put pressure on myself to work. If I put in as much work as possible, I'll live with whatever happens.
So you're not trying to one-up the GOAT?
Oh, nah, man. I'm trying to learn from him. You know, how he continued to evolve as a player, how he balanced taking over a game and still keeping his teammates involved. You know, do I think that I have greatness? Of course. You know, but it's not about comparing myself to MJ. It's about maximizing my gifts and my talents and using them in a way that leads to us winning more games. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's about, winning games. And that's what I hope to do.
Nicely done. I can see that media training's paying off.
I was just honest, mostly.
But you didn't give them any bulletin board material, okay? It shows maturity and restraint. Look, I get it. Tooting your own horn feels really good when you've earned it the way you have. But you know what? The real pros, they let their game do the talking.
MJ did not hold back on saying bold statements.
But you're thinking MJ once he was MJ. He didn't come into the league talking like that. And you know why? Because that sort of thing doesn't fly when your teammates don't know if you can back it up.
All right, that makes sense.
Good.
I hear you, Donna.
All right. Now they're ready to take some photographs, and it sounds like they're considering you for the cover.
Okay, that's what's up. So, you got any advice for me?
Pose in a way that reflects your public persona, okay? You know a picture's worth 1,000 words.
Okay.
Why don't you head over there now? They're all set up for you.
Thank you as always.
Good luck.
Thank you.
MP, huge fan.
What's up, man? How you doing? You
Good.
all right?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, this is what we'll be shooting today.
All right. Stand right here.
Right there. See some of your best poses.
All right, man.
Oh, that's the magic right there. Yep. Hold that. Perfect.
All right,
We got all we need.
Cool. Hey, you know when this issue comes out, man?
I don't know the exact date, but follow us on social, and it'll be up there first.
All right, I got you, man. Thanks.
All right, MP.
Yep.
Feeling you, MP.
get ready to light it up tonight.
Yo.
So how'd it go with Coach? Any surprises? What'd he say?
Yeah, not really. If I want to be a starter, then I got to outplay the guy ahead of me. Simple as that.
Yeah, that seemed fair.
It's sports. It is what it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look, not to bring any extra motivation or anything like that, but you know only starters get endorsement deals, right?
I already know. You know, dudes on the bench ain't getting no shoe deal.
They're not. Not right now, but that day will come.
Okay.
For right now, let's just take this in. We in the league. I mean, you ever visualize something like this?
You know what, P, man? I never really thought about what the tunnel looks like, man.
No. I'm not talking about the tunnel. I'm talking about right here. You and me, you getting ready to play in your first NBA game.
Honestly, no. You know, nothing prepares you for this, man. No matter how many high-pressure situations that you face, it's just, this is different, man.
Or what about that open run I got you an invitation to? You know, things got a little heated between you know who, yeah?
Well, yeah, that was dope, but we didn't have 20,000 people watching us, man.
That's true.
It's a little different.
It's different.
All right, then.
It's different. It's different.
Yeah.
But hey, look, though, I ain't gonna hold you up. I know you gotta go win that game.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah, so make Plainview proud, yeah?
You already know what it is, P.
You know. Plainview.
The fans have been waiting for it. They want to see the debut of MP. He'll get a chance to show what he can do as they make their home debut. You can feel the electricity in the building. This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Heat. On Saturday, they'll tip off a road trip in Charlotte where they'll take on the Hornets. Then on Monday, they'll go back home and they'll be hosting the Detroit Pistons.
And looking at the Wizards matchup, it's a good checkpoint to see how they fare. It's the 5th contest on the year for them and a chance to evaluate where they stand.
Now the starting group for Orlando. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards, and it's Bitadze in at the center position. And for the Heat, Bam Adebayo is out there with Wiggins. Then it's Tyler Hero. Then it's Mitchell, and it's Ware in at the 5 spot. Well, the start of MP's NBA journey begins now. These are the first minutes for the first-round pick.
And I have high hopes for MP over the course of his career. This guy's a student of the game and was a fanatic.
You got this, MP.
Time to go courtside and hear what's going on with MP.
Hey guys, a lot of excitement in the air as MP makes his NBA debut tonight. I asked him how he felt about his journey here, and he told me it hasn't been easy. I had to grow a lot as a person and as a player, but I'm ready to keep putting in the work and fight my way to the top. It's just the beginning of what could be a fantastic career. Guys?
Gosh, I love that kid. Hey, David, you can tell this organization expects big things from MP. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Howard's checked in for Orlando. Orlando's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Here's Black, covered by MP. Black the pass to Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
And guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
And typically, he is not the major force in that regard, but good enough to punish a soft defense on that play.
43 seconds left to play here in the first. Anthony against Hero. And the layup's good off the glass. Now, here's MP. Anderson right side. Outside, Hero. From downtown. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Howard against Robinson. Here's Anthony. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. It'll count. And no good that time. Tyler Hero has been leading the charge for the Heat. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
You know, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
They've got MP. Duncan Robinson out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Jovic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. It's the group on the floor for Miami.
And Hero early on in his career finds himself in these big-time moments.
Well, Brent, since entering the NBA, Tyler Hero has been a constant scoring threat.
Yeah, Kevin, the scoring for Tyler Hero is always going to be there. He is a bucket, but the defensive improvement and really just the physicality that he needs to play with. Those are areas that Tyler could shore up a little bit to make sure he's on the floor for some of the biggest moments of a season.
Robinson kicks to MP. And again, Miami with the triple.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
And now David Aldridge has an update for us on Paolo Banchero. What's the news there, David?
Hey, Kevin, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for the Magic. He told me that he bruised his rib. He's got a pretty good mark there, and he is really feeling it. At such an early point of the season, it's a tough time to lose him. It's disappointing for everyone. Guys?
Thank you, David. Hopefully, we'll see him very soon. A different look for Miami. Love checked in for Kyle Anderson. Jaime Jaquez comes in for Duncan Robinson. And Alec Burks subbed in for MP. And the Magic making a change here as well. Paolo Banchero's checked in for Franz Wagner. With play, just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. And Miami making a change here. Robinson's checked in. He hits the second from the line. And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season, that's really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
Here's Hero, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
You feel like Hero has flipped the switch to start.
Making some changes here.
You got this, MP.
The Magic trail by 8. Banchero outside. There's the pick. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options if he can't penetrate. Your game has to be multifaceted in the league.
Here's Wiggins. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Wiggins has got the lead up to 8 now for Miami. 1:51 left now here in the second. Suggs passes to Banchero. Back to Suggs. There's the 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound. On offense, here are the Heat. They're on a 17-6 run. MP kicks to Wiggins. Pass to Adebayo. Outside, Hero. A 3-pointer, Wiggins. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Their next game, playing at home, is the Nets coming to town. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Kept moving, never took his eye off the hoop. Caldwell Pope with a grinder of a bucket.
Here's Adebayo. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Here's Suggs. Yes, that goes in. 14 points for Jalen Suggs.
Oh, bigger than your average guard, Suggs can score all around the floor, including down low.
On the wing, Wiggins. 7 points in the game. Again, the miss by the Heat. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Magic, trailing by 4. Down low, here's Suggs. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on MP.
And in the first quarter, he was consistently getting to the line and really causing headaches for the D. Haven't seen that same type of consistency here in the second.
The first one falls. Davion Mitchell's checked in for Miami. And a switcher also for Orlando. Mo Wagner's checked in for Banchero. He's perfect from the line this time.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Wiggins outside. Back to MP. The 11-footer. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Heat out front, leading by just 2. We'll be back shortly live from Miami Arena.
Get ready for the fan half-court shot draws, please. They're measuring up the shot.
Hi, folks. It's shaping up to be a good second half as we've seen the Orlando Magic trying to take control of this game.
Well, they're not settling for long jumpers. They're getting the ball into the paint. And you know I love that.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, you know what? I played with a king, too. I liked it.
And during that first half of play, these two leading the way for their respective teams.
You might think I only like seeing the big man battles. You're half right. I prefer those, but this guard match...
And that about wraps it up.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty even... He's checked in for Davion Mitchell.
You got this, MP.
Miami's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. On the court for Orlando, Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Bitadze in at the 5 down low. Caldwell Pope pass to Banchero. Here's Bitadze. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. One thing you can pretty much count on with the Heat, Brent Barry, they're gonna grind it out.
Yeah, this team has always been built around tenacity and toughness. Even with the big three, with LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh, there was a bit of a metamorphosis with the way LeBron approached games. Kind of being hated on was something they embraced, and that culture demands that hustle accountability and will consistently be about their culture.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, last season the Magic extended Coach Jamal Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, it's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential. This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Bitadze can't hit.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Wagner kicks to Banchero. That three off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's MP. The Heat rebound. Where, no good. The Magic trail by 4. Inside, Bitadze. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Mo Wagner comes in for Banchero. Anthony's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Anthony Black in for Jalen Suggs. 1:03 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Adebayo. Count it from 12. Adebayo's got 6 points.
Well, how about that? Bam stepping out just a little bit from the mid-range with a soft touch.
Here's Anthony. Miami grabs the miss.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Here's Black, covered by MP. Anderson with the double team. Deep 2 from Wagner. Had the space there, but it's offline.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Pass to Anderson. With 2 seconds left. No good on that one. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? Heat lead by 4. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Kyle Anderson, MP out there with Hero. Then it's Robinson, and it's Jovic in at the 5. It's the group on the floor for Miami. Clock at 6. Here's Anderson, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. In terms of defense, Greg, the Magic have taken some big steps forward.
Oh, they really have. It was a focus for them last season, and it has paid off. They were the kind of team nobody wants to face, and it led to their first playoff berth since 2020.
And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And, Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city, plus he's already got a street named after him.
Hero, that's a two-pointer, and right on target with the swish. Hero's got 21 in the game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
MP finds Anderson. Back to MP. Pass to Jovic. Robinson for 3. Trains the three-pointer. And now a 9-point Heat lead.
Such a gifted shooter. When Duncan Robinson rises up with that kind of confidence, man, he's a threat.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. And a new group getting ready for Miami, where... And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this...
MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink.
First game in the pros. I'm sure your phone is blowing up.
You know, I haven't had a chance to look at my phone yet.
Well, when you do, there'll be texts from every person you've ever met and a few people you haven't. Most notably, there will be press looking for quotes.
They can hit me up on text, too?
They do. And you want to handle this like you would any regular press conference. You want no comment? No comment. You want to answer? Go ahead and answer. Just remember, everything you say is on the record and has an impact. Most importantly, on your team chemistry and your public perception, okay?
Makes sense.
Look, emotions run high when a game has just ended, okay? All I'm asking is that you take a moment to think before you respond. Words can get twisted easily in the league, and what might seem like a harmless bit of bragging could be taken as a slight. A teammate, by an opponent, a coach, you name it.
I'm under a microscope now.
That's right. All part of the business.
Understood.
Great. If you have any other concerns, press or PR related, you know where to find me.
Do you think I'd be a good mascot? For this team? Yeah. That suit? Yeah. This arena? Yeah. In this arena, this suit, and for this team. Really? Hey, should we pick up something for dinner?
Oh, but we got food already.
Just caught MP's first game. What a debut. Just like his first album going gold, next album gonna go platinum. Just watch.
All right. You got your feet wet. Now the real work starts.
Whatever it takes, Coach. You know I'm game.
Look, Everyone thinks what happens out there is what creates an NBA legend, but they're wrong. 90% of the work happens here, behind the scenes, at practice, in the gym, at film sessions, and in the locker room.
I agree. The games are where you prove that you've been putting in the work. No shortcuts.
Yeah, correct. Over here is the entrance to our practice facility, and over there is the gym.
Everything all in one place. That's great.
Yep. We made everything as convenient as possible, so there is no excuse to not put the work in. Now, come here. Right here, we've got everything related to your schedule, including those key games we talked about based on your personal goals.
Coach, that was great. That was really helpful.
Which reminds me, we've talked a lot about maximizing your playing career, which is critical. But you need to remember, you become the best version of you so we can become the best version of us.
Coach, you have to put that on the t-shirt.
I am serious, MP.
I'm serious too. You become
This is a team game. Everything you do both on and off the court affects our ability to win games. Okay, team chemistry is vitally important to our success, and if you do things that negatively affect that, you hurt the team. A press conference answer that rubs someone the wrong way might mean they look you off when you're open, and now we're taking a contested shot instead of an open one. It's all connected, and it all matters. Are we clear?
Crystal.
Good. Now rest up, rehydrate, and follow the trainer's plan to a T. Proper recovery is just as important as proper training. And you get back to work tomorrow.
Good job, MP. I see.
Hey man, just got back from Grand Canyon, right?
Yeah. Well, you know, that one other time. Well, sure. But, in fact, I think the only guy you weren't that high on wasn't. He's gotten some good breaks, but